Hey guys, Rondo here with another DELICA L300 Starwagon from Japan. This is a P35, which means it's a high top. You have an extra few inches of headroom, and it has skylights all the way down. It's called the Crystal Light Roof. It's a 4D56, 2.5 liter turbo diesel, and an automatic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the exterior, and we'll go from there. Spent a fair amount of time kind of refurbishing the bulb bar, hydrating the plastic a bit. As you look around, you can see she's pretty clean. There's not too many scratches or dents on this one. We spent a lot of time straightening her out and touching her up where needed be. Tire-wise, we've got some Dunlop Grand Trek SJ7s. And those I like a lot. They're a mud and snow rated tire, definitely more winter oriented, but they're going to do pretty well off-road. Just a little softer rubber compound, so it's going to be a little bit more grippy on the road, a little bit quieter as well. And like I said, there's a couple of dings on this one, just small guys that are left. Little ding there, a little bit on that back rear light, the DELICA light. The light's still working here, still lights up at night. Got your old MMC badge there. Some stuff from whoever had it before, a little bit of kanji on that one, just for some authenticity, if you will. And this one is a Crystal Light Roof Edition, so you'll see this more on the interior, but it's got skylights from front to rear, all the way down, with electronic shades. Little tiny scratch there, nothing too intense. You know, here and there you've got a couple little freckles, but all in all, you're not going to have to worry about this one cosmetically. She looks nice and clean, as you can see from the photos that I've taken that you'll see on the ad soon. It's got a pop-up moonroof right there in the front, a little bit of ventilation. And of course, the two stock floodlights on the bull bar. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. Start with the rear cabin here. This one has the higher end Super Exceed trim model. You'll see it badged on all the seats. That basically means that the seats are a little bit more cush for the road, the long hauls. So in the second row captain's chairs, you have access to your own climate control and a karaoke machine. Yes, it came with a karaoke machine. However, you're going to have to figure out how to make it work, because I don't know. And also, up top here, you've got some pretty awesome lighting. 3 different stages of light. There's a reading light in the far back. Pretty cruisy back here, especially if you don't have to drive. And the second row seats are captain's chairs, which means that they rotate 360 degrees. Look. Just like that. So once the captain's chairs are faced in reverse, what's really cool is some people, they put a table in between the second and third row. You can hang out, play cards with your friends, whatever you like. And also, it's really good for, you know, business meetings, conversating while on the road, whatever you want. But yeah, a lot of leg room for both people. And this isn't even all the way back. So this seat can actually go back another 4 inches. One of the best things about this van is that the electronic shades still work. So those guys are all greased up and ready to go. And, you know, hot days, you want to have them closed. Beautiful nights, you want to utilize the Starwagon for what it's worth. So with the Super Exceed, with the captain's chairs, it still folds into a bed. And I'll just give you a quick run through of how that's done. So on this side here, it's a pull lever, full recline. They match up nicely in the center there. Second one, all the way back, lays down. You might wonder what goes here. Well, we've got this cool little storage box here that lays in and fills the space. You've got your little storage bin there for your whatnots, your blankets, pillows to start, unload before you put your mattress on top. So back here, a full-size mattress can fit into this space. But without that right now, I'll just give you an example of my height. Sitting in here, I'm about 6 feet tall. So there's plenty of room for me to stretch out I could be 7'5" and have plenty of room. So come around to the back here. The rear hatch acts as a really good rain guard if you wanted to have some sort of like fold-out cabinetry to be able to do a little bit of cooking back here. Serves you well. Also, the storage space in the rear is pretty nice. I'm a snowboarder, and a lot of times I'll slide my snowboard underneath here just to kind of get out of your general way. No need for a snowboard rack sometimes. These also fold down forward and flip up, and you can fit 3, even 4 bikes back there. So let's go ahead and jump in the driver's seat and see how she fires up. So with the diesel, you want to make sure that the glow plug system's all ready to go. And you know that by hearing a couple of clicks right from the beginning here. There's 1. There's 2. That means the cylinder head is hot. Firing. This one fires right away. We've got really good compression. We've done a full engine check for leaks. No leaks. We've sealed them all up. Replaced a couple gaskets. And really liked how she drives. So this one has 237,000 kilometers on it, which is about 148,000 miles. And it's had a full tune, but runs really well. Right now, there's no lights on the dash besides your park brake and your 4-wheel drive, that green light there. Up front, you've got your gear shifter. It's a 4-speed automatic, so 3-speed with an overdrive. There's your overdrive off button, and you can shift through the bottom 3 gears. Also, you've got 2-wheel high, 4-wheel high, and also 4-wheel low. So when you do that, boom, 4-wheel low allows you to go up the steepest hills you can think of. So another cool thing about this specific Super Exceed model is that it has what they call a cool box. It's actually, you can make ice, you can keep it cool, and you can also keep it hot. But if I wanted to go to cool, I turn on the AC, crank it, and in here there's actually a fan actuating that cools that unit down. And it's big enough for about a 6-pack of soda. And the ice down below is really cool. It's in this tiny little box. Look at this little thing. So you fill it up to here, turn it sideways, and there's your cubes. You just press them out, pour them out. So you have your cool box and a premium Kenwood cassette tape player. And guess what? You get all the way up to 90 megahertz worth of tunage. Here in Sun Valley, we listen to 88.5. Let's go ahead and take a look in the engine compartment. So, there's a couple of buckles. One right here, one on the far side. I already unlatched it. This guy comes up. Little tassel right here locks onto the side of the hood. And just take a peek in there. You can see a bunch of new metal. We cleaned her up a bit, but right off the dock, this one was running really strong. So the 2.5-liter turbo diesel gets about 22 miles to the gallon up here in the mountains, sometimes down near 20 if I have a lead foot. But this one's running real clean. It's had its full intake cleaned out. All the injectors were cleaned. Full engine coolant flush and oil change. We've checked for leaks. She doesn't overheat. We've got everything pressure checked in the cooling system, so she's a safe ride for the long haul. So this one's had its timing belt changed at about 160,000 kilometers. So you do the math between that and what's on the vehicle at 237. She's got about 50,000 miles left on her. The rubber looks good on all the rest of the belts as well. New alternator on this one. The full maintenance regimen will be listed online soon. The lights on the Delica are pretty unique in themselves. The stock fog lights being yellow cover up the front visual space in front of the van. The center lights, the standard lights, cover your middle spectrum, and then your brights really fill up the rest of the road. It's amazing how much you can see with this van from 1991. The rear is really cool as well because just one thing, really. The Delica lights up at night. real bright license plate light there.